Hey, it's KK. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 3 super easy heatless hairstyles that are perfect for spring. I did a video similar to this during back to school season where I shared 3 hairstyles that work really well for back to school that were quick to do in the morning, and you all loved that video, so I wanted to do a part 2 of it, but for spring. I am no professional at doing hair, and all 3 of these hairstyles I'm able to execute pretty well, so I hope that you guys can get some hair inspiration from this video. If you do any of these hairstyles and you post them on Instagram or your Instagram story or anything like that, please tag me because I would love to see them. I'll repost your pictures on my story and all that. I'll leave my Instagram right here on the screen, and it'll also be linked down below in the description box if you guys want to go check it out, and let's get right into it. Alright, so starting off for hairstyle number 1, all you're going to need is an elastic or rubber band. You can use a thicker one like this, or you can use a smaller one, which is what I'm going to use. You can get these at any drugstore. I just get mine at Target. To start off, just make sure that your hair is brushed out. Before I started filming this video, I brushed out my hair. So start by finding the arch of your eyebrows and just gather a section of hair at the top of your head, just like so. And what I'm going to do so that it's all nice and smooth is just use my comb it all out and get rid of the tangles. Start by taking the section at the top of your head and splitting it into 3 other sections. I zoomed out a little bit so it's easier for you guys to see what I'm doing at the top of my head, but once you've split that section into 3 pieces, take a piece from one of the sides, it doesn't matter which one, and braid it underneath the one in the middle. So what I'm doing is called a Dutch braid, so it's a French braid but inside out, which will make sense once you see the braid. Once you've done one stroke of braiding, take the other side and again braid it underneath the middle piece instead of over. Once you have those 2 strokes of braiding, grab a piece from the side of your head and add it to the nearest original piece. I hope this makes sense what I'm saying, but once you've done that, braid it underneath again. Grab a piece from the side of your head, add it to the original piece, and then braid it underneath just like I'm doing. And then just continue this process of grabbing a piece from the side, adding it to the nearest one, and braiding it underneath. And as you're doing this, you're gonna wanna braid it to the side a little bit, so just kind of tug the pieces to the side as you braid. And I'm actually gonna turn around and just do a fast motion clip so that it's easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. Alright, now that I've gotten to this point, my hair does obviously look a little bit messy on the top and the side, but we're going to fix that in a second. So bring the hair to the side and just continue on doing the braid until you get to the very bottom, and then you're going to want to tie it up with your elastic. So once the initial braid is finished, what I like to do is make it look effortless in a way and kind of just pull out some pieces from the front of my hair, loosen the top a little bit, and then this is where the important part comes in. So pull the bottom where the excess hair is and start to pancake the braids a little bit like I'm doing. I love doing this because I feel like it makes your hair look fuller and more voluminous. And then just reach back to the back of the braid and pull out the pieces, kind of like I did with the bottom part. And voila, the first hairstyle is complete. Alright, there we go. That is hairstyle number 1, and now onto hairstyle number 2. For this one, I'm just going to be doing 2 fishtail braids on the side of my head. So once you get the hang of doing fishtail braids, it's pretty simple. What you want to do is grab your hair at the back of your head, split it into 2 sections, and just do your best to make sure it's semi-evenly parted and there's an equal amount of hair on each side. Sometimes while you're braiding, this side will get in to this one. It just gets annoying trying to make sure all the sections are where they should be. So I just tie this one side up while I'm braiding the opposite one. You can start with whatever side you want. I'm just gonna start with this one. You're gonna wanna split whatever section you choose to start with in half and take one piece of hair from the side and add it to the other one. This process can get a little bit repetitive, but what you're gonna wanna do again is just take a piece from one side and add it to the other and just continue on with that until you get to the very bottom. Alright, once I get to pretty much the bottom or a place where the hair gets too short to cross over to the other side, I'm gonna take an elastic and just tie it up, and then I'll repeat the exact same process on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna do the exact same thing where once I've reached pretty much the bottom, I'll take an elastic and just tie up the braid to secure it. Okay, now I look like a little farmer girl, but this is the fun part. I'm gonna make it look effortless, kind of like I did with the braid before. What I'm gonna do is just pull out some pieces from the front and pull apart the fishtail braid to give my hair that illusion of volume. All right, there we go. This hairstyle is complete. I think this one is super cute, and the best part is that it's really easy because it's not something super intricate. You're kind of just crossing pieces over. So I love this one, and I feel like it would look really cute on lots of different hair types. All right, now for the final hairstyle. This one is probably the easiest, and I would say the most springy, if you could make that a category. I have this really cute hair scarf that I'm gonna incorporate in this one. So basically what I'm gonna do for this hairstyle is just do a ponytail right at the back of my head, but to make it a little more fun, I'm gonna be braiding pieces back into the ponytail. Starting off, I'm just gonna make sure that my hair is parted in the middle, and then I'm gonna grab a section of hair on one side of my head. I'm just gonna comb out the little section of hair so that it's smooth, and then I will split it into 3 sections. And then with those 3 sections, I'm just going to cross them over each other, doing a normal braid. So if you don't know how to do one, all you have to do is just cross each piece over one another, just like so. Anyway, I'm gonna continue that all the way down to the bottom of the braid. Once I've gotten pretty much to the end, or at least to the point where it will reach to a ponytail back here, I'm gonna tie it up with an elastic. The elastic won't stay here permanently. It'll just be there to hold it in place before I attach it to the ponytail. I hope this all makes sense. I'm not using the right terminology, I don't think. Once the braid is fully complete and tied in its little elastic, I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did for the other braids, but a bit more dramatically. I'm just gonna grab the bottom, and it's harder to do when they're smaller, but I'm gonna pull out the pieces and pancake them to make the hair look thicker and fuller. Okay, now once this braid is complete, I'm going to start on the ponytail. You can do this on both sides if you want, but I think it's more fun and unique if you just do it on one side. Plus, it saves a lot of time because braiding all the little tiny sections together can be time consuming, so I'm just gonna do it on this one side. So I'm gonna grab a hairbrush and just brush out all of my hair, and then start to brush it back into a ponytail that will sit right at the back of my head. Okay, I look crazy right now because the braid is just out of the rest of my hair, but I'm going to loosely tie this into a ponytail. I'm just gonna pull out some random pieces from the front, kind of loosen it up, make it look messy and effortless. And then this is the important part. So if you're adding a hair scarf, watch this part, but if you're not gonna add a hair scarf or a scrunchie or something else like that, just go ahead and tie the braid in. But what I'm gonna do is remove my elastic. This is probably not the right way to do it at all. I just broke it. Amazing. Once you have the elastic out, just take the piece of hair, bring it to the back, and then grab your hair scarf. Obviously you can just tie it up if you have one that looks like a scarf, but this one has a little scrunchie attached to it. So I'm gonna go in the bottom of the hair right here and wrap the hair scarf underneath my head. And here's where it gets tricky. I'm just gonna hold that at the top and tie in the other side to tighten it. And there we go, the hairstyle is complete. I love the way the hair scarf looks in this. I feel like it just makes it look really pretty and elegant, and this would be super ideal if you're going to like Easter church service or you just want to look nice and you don't have that much time. I feel like the hair scarf just makes it look like you've spent hours doing your hair. Adds that pretty feminine touch, so I love it. This one's from Anthropologie. I'll link it down below if you guys want to get one. Okay everyone, that is it for hairstyle number 3, and that concludes today's video. It's definitely different from some of the videos I've done. I haven't done like a beauty centered video in a little bit, so I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Let me know down below in the comment section which hairstyle was your favorite, and again, if you do any of these, please tag me on Instagram or let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.